I was sitting here fucking. I was sitting here watching Mike smoke cigarettes. I would have came. How would you have known? You didn't ask.
We're live on YouTube, live on Instagram, and now we wait. Okay. I was gonna say, while we wait for people.
Go ahead and do your thing and make me jealous. Just do your thing and make me jealous of you.
While we wait for people, what
Guys,
else?
we're on.
Shut up, guys. Shut up.
Give me that microphone, please. I mean the headphones. Thank you, Anthony. You're a doll.
A gentleman and a scholar. Did you guys post this out anywhere?
I was about to.
Holy shit.
Then you started talking.
What?
I feel great.
I was gonna say someone did ask, how did we get all this last week, and then we gotta make sure it's fucking going. Let's see.
You know what it is? I think it was like week one excitement. And now everyone's already over it.
We lost half the people because they lost.
Yeah, everyone lost week one, and they're like, I hate fantasy.
Hey,
You won't?
Oh, shit. What up?
what up? What's up, Christ?
Oh, the Christ Warrior's back.
Let us know.
It's him or the Aztec Warrior. Those are my two favorite ones. So
Let's see.
What's that?
Somebody did ask me. It was Cortland Sutton.
Do you want your glasses?
They were asking about
No,
Cortland
they look
Sutton
good.
last year, or again.
Cortland Sutton against who?
No, because just because he's playing against Pittsburgh, but I said you could still start Cortland.
What about him over someone, or he was just asking, is he startable?
I mean, he was trying to ask if he should play Larry Fitzgerald because of like safer floor. But I was like, nah, I think I still would go.
That's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton. Even in PPR.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel that. I'm honestly just waiting for my parlays to hit. You know?
You put some in?
Yep.
What'd you get?
I took the over in the Colts game, first half under in the Niner game, Cardinals and Steelers.
I took a bunch.
And then I did a 14-team teaser, and I'm not going to name all those because, one, I don't remember them all.
Pretty much every game.
You guys got your lineup set? You guys need any questions? You guys have any questions?
After talking to this or no?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
It's broken. Ow.
Jeez, you just killed him.
So aggressive.
This mic's fucked up because we keep dropping it.
Well, if
You
everyone
really
stopped
dropped
making
the ball on that one.
I was going to say, a lot of mic drops on this one. A lot of good points being made behind this mic, maybe.
Here we go.
This mic is on IR.
The mic is on. I could only hear it out of one ear.
You're about to be on IR over there, pussy, after I beat you today.
Oh,
Yeah.
You think so?
That's right. Me and Mike play today.
That was intimidating.
I would check my phone.
I wouldn't want to
It's
even
live
play
on
it. You should
Instagram
just
right
let
now.
T-Rev win, honestly.
Dude, I have Will Fuller and Keenan Allen in my flexes, and I want to start.
Robbie Anderson.
I'm starting
no,
Jimmy
I
Graham.
want to start
Jesus.
Deshaun Jackson just to see.
Do it, dude.
Just
You said you're going to start Traquan Smith.
We had 2
Bro,
touchdowns.
someone
You
picked him up.
predicted it.
Someone picked him up. Someone picked up Deshaun
I
Jackson.
like this guy. He's just chilling.
They must have heard your bold call. 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard it first. Traquan Smith.
Two, my lord. 2
Dude, if
touchdowns.
Traquan Smith gets 2 touchdowns today,
It's a 2 for Traquan, 1 for Emmanuel Sanders. So Drew Brees is start.
He's a start.
He's got 3 touchdowns.
Well, that's
At
weird
least,
because
at
Alvin
least.
Kamara is going to run for 4. So blowout. Saints blowout.
yeah.
Is that an Alshon Jeffrey highlight?
Who is that?
It's Anthony Miller.
Oh, he sucks.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. That's not true.
I thought it was.
This
Jeffrey
is all
for
week
a second.
1. This is all week 1.
For the,
Right here.
the Bears?
Da Bears.
You think the Raiders
is
get blown out
anticlimactic
for first
right
game
now.
at home in the new stadium?
I think the Raiders are a competitive team, so I don't think they get blown out.
NFL wants him to win. I'm going to do one of
I
those.
feel like you can't get blown out. First game, new stadium.
And
You gotta make-
the Saints sometimes play weird on the road.
Yeah.
They really do. I don't know what it is. They just like they sometimes go into these weird games on the road and they'll just lose to a fucking shitty team. Like it really
should
won't
do.
surprise me.
I
if they
honestly
lose.
didn't even want to touch that game on.
So, did you?
No.
Okay.
Like I was thinking about taking the Saints for my, what's it called? My survival.
Did you get my survivor pick?
If I would have touched it, would have been like on a teaser of the Raiders.
Bro, you didn't send me. You're not in the survival.
Exactly, because you didn't let me in. Now everyone knows.
No,
You would have been out week 1.
That's not what happened.
You would have taken the Niners.
Definitely wouldn't have. I might have lost, though.
Johnson or Lamb? I'm assuming that's
Deontay Johnson or Lamb PPR.
I couldn't see the Deontay.
Oh.
I gotta look at the matchups fast. It's Deontay against Denver, and then
CD Lamb's at home against Atlanta.
I like CD Lamb. I think it's close, though.
It's close, but I think I'd lean CD a little bit more. I think the game has a little bit more shootout potential than the Denver Pittsburgh game does. I mean, it could be somewhat of a similar game that we saw Monday night with the Titans and Denver, where it was kind of a little bit more of a lower scoring game.
Yeah, for sure.
So I lean Lamb for that reason, but it's very close between those two. I think Deontay Johnson's a little bit of a safer play, but I think I'd still go Lamb probably.
Yeah, in PPR I do. If it were standard, different, but yeah, I think CD Lamb's gonna eat. He did good last week. He looked good. He didn't get a touchdown, but he looked good.
Yeah, I mean, he's on the field for 82% of the snaps. Highest over/under of the week. So, yeah, you always like getting a piece of that if you can. I mean, Deontay Johnson, I think, will be pretty good, especially in PPR, but he's going to see some of A.J. Bouye for the Broncos. I know Deontay Johnson is one of the better route runners in the league, but, the upside, I think Lamb's got a better boom potential.
For sure.
I needed to get us all a shot of espresso.
I have
so
my bro.
Do next week.
I'll take it.
I'm good. All right, so don't come at me.
Yeah.
That's how you get that mustache ripped off.
Dude, I'm getting my electrolytes.
Oh, yeah?
They're almost done, bro.
Bro, I haven't slept, dude. I had a goddamn veterinary exam.
I didn't have a veterinarian exam, but no sleep had.
So you sound like you had a rough one.
Is Dallas Goedert a better start over Noah Fant? I would say so, yes.
Yeah.
I would say so,
after
yes.
He had 9 targets last week, 100 yards. I'll take that. Carson Wentz loves his tight ends too. Ooh.
You got Liddy.
Yeah, no. Hey, Mac, let me get Goddard, dude. I'm trying to get. I need a tight end myself.
I don't know if they'll shadow AJ into the slot because I mean I watched a lot of that game. Juju was in the slot for a majority of the snaps, where Deontay Johnson was actually on the outside more than Juju was. So it'd be interesting to see if they actually have Bouye shadowing Juju in this matchup. A lot of corners nowadays don't really shadow to the slot that much.
Yeah, that's true. And they got Deontay Johnson more on the outside, so that's why T was saying. But yeah, they're both still good though. Like they can both have a good game. It's just we think we like the upside more.
Yeah, and we could probably play cornerback for the Atlanta Falcons if that makes you feel any better. So
yeah, I don't know who the fuck the quarterbacks are. Honestly, I don't know anyone.
How has their defense been so bad for so many years?
Seriously.
I mean, not so many years, but it's been like a three because they were a pretty decent defense that year of the Super Bowl. They weren't bad.
Yeah, until they went up 23.
And then that's when it started.
They haven't been good since. They haven't been good since they were up 23.
And that's when everything changed.
All right, on Instagram we got one. Flex stuck with either Robbie Anderson or Scotty Miller.
Ooh, boy. Tell you what, you take Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. That's who you take. I take Scotty Miller, especially with no Godwin.
Yeah, I'm going to go Scotty Miller. And then, what's his name, the cornerback from Tampa Bay. We don't know how much Robbie Anderson's going to line up against
Carlton Davis.
Yeah. He's primarily on the outside, so that means that he could potentially be limited by being on the outside in a lot of snaps. Mm-hmm. And Scotty Miller's got the opposite side where Carolina, they don't have no corners.
Yeah.
They're like Atlanta. They're like, hey, Atlanta.
Yeah, they have no.
You got any corners?
I'm
like,
curious.
No, us either.
I want to see Scotty Miller break a deep ball. Robbie Anderson, even though he just caught the 75-yard touchdown, he was being targeted. So, but yeah, I'll take Scotty Miller.
I was gonna say someone asked me also Big Ben or Josh Allen.
Ooh.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I know that.
And I
think you can get excited for the. Obviously, as a Steelers fan, I get excited, but for Big Ben's home matchup against Denver. But yeah, there's too much safety with Josh Allen on the rushing upside. He's got too good of a matchup as well.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're in that pickle, I always lean towards a quarterback that's going to have rushing upside, and he's a goal line back.
Yep.
So it's like,
For real. And Big Ben hasn't ran
And then,
in years.
I mean, I don't know how much it matters, but the Steelers lost another offensive lineman on IR, so they have 3 starting offensive linemen on IR now. So, that's you don't want to see that. I don't know how much that's going to matter and play a role, but I mean, it's going to do something. So, I'm going to go Mr. Joshua Allen.
Mr. Joshua Allen.
And we've seen him destroy Miami. I have, because I'm a Dolphins fan. I've seen it single-handedly.
Do you think
It wasn't fun.
Do you think it's a high-scoring game, or what do you think?
If Miami can put any sort of offense together, then I mean I think it's a decent scoring game. I don't think it's like a shootout, but
Not like a 13-10 type of game though. Like
no, I don't think our defense is good enough to do. We have a young defense to say the least.
For sure.
I think the future is bright for our defense, and I think some pieces are still coming together with all the players getting brought in. So I think it's going to take some time for them to have continuity on defense.
Oh, let's see.
Dre, you been working out?
I've been watching your videos, Dr. Cucci.
Hey, Dr. Kuchi, you can ask us the same question.
Dude, you can't out him like that, dude.
Oh, damn. No one.
Nobody's safe.
Everyone's getting it. Damn it.
He's going to text me like, fuck you.
Sure ruined that one. Damn it. I need more electrolytes.
Or beer.
I don't know about that. Actually, yeah, maybe. You got one?
No, I don't think we have.
I figured I should have stopped. But actually, that's not true. The sportsbook was packed already. I was like, thank God I got there at this time.
How's life, people?
Yeah.
Donkey Kong or Sigourney Weaver.
I know, really, though.
That's someone asking.
I got to.
No, remember that?
Let me actually check my lineups real quick while we're.
Hey, and I saw Devontae Parker's playing. Do you put him in?
I do because I'm just starting
Dude,
on the
Nyheim?
Dolphins.
We got
That depends on
week's
who you
highlight.
have.
I'm playing
For
a little bit
me-
more fun, so let me take the fun out of the question. But yeah, it would depend on who you have.
Yeah, it depends on who you have. I would maybe try to shy away from Devontae Parker just because he should see a shadow from Tre'Davious White. I mean, he's not 100%. So those are just 2 recipes right there for a negative game script for him. But I mean, Devontae Parker's one of those guys where you throw it up to him and he mosses you. He wins those 50-50 jump balls and. But like I said, it just depends on who you have right there. In fact, you have some safer options that I would probably just be a little more risk adverse.
Feel it.
But then on the flip side, I'm a Dolphins fan. And I'm like, fuck it, let's go Devontae.
I'm just hoping Preston Williams.
I was trying to
doesn't-
look at,
doesn't
I
get-
pulled Devontae Parker out.
Oh. Okay.
Oops.
Oops.
I don't know. I just
Oh, man.
what's his name?
Tre'Davious White?
Yes.
He's
That
a
one.
beast. How about this in a fourth flex? Would you rather have Jonnu Smith or Cam Akers?
Or Sigourney Weaver.
For a fourth flex.
I mean, to the point
Yeah.
of was Tre'Davious White. Sorry, real quick. Last year, Devontae Parker 7 for 135 and 5 for 55 and a touchdown. So, for whatever reason, I've kind of noticed that Tre'Davious White, while he's a good corner, some of these big boys,
Big boys?
can kind of get up on him. I mean, Kenny Galladay had a big game. I remember up on him last year. There was another big type of a receiver who I remember had another big game on him. So maybe he kind of just struggles with some of the bigger 6'4", 6'5" type of guys who do certain types of things.
I wonder if Tre'Davious White shadowed him then, because I know I saw a stat where Tre'Davious White didn't give up a touchdown all year.
It probably wasn't then.
So maybe he didn't shadow.
I mean, that's why I don't necessarily read too much into these whole cornerback wide receiver matchups, unless it's like we have like we saw week 1 that, let's just use the Saints and Bucks for example. We saw week 1 that Marshawn Lattimore. Trying to remember all his names. Marshawn Lattimore was on Mike Evans 95% of the snaps. And it's like, okay, we know we have a shadow. But a lot of times now, NFL is just moving these players around to the slot, to the left, to the right. They're doing so many things that they don't ever
I see you, Mike.
They don't see a pure shadow anymore. So I don't really necessarily shy away too much because of so-and-so is on the field and he might see him.
Yeah.
All right. Should I
some-
hold on to Galladay? That's obviously Galladay. I would.
Yeah.
I mean,
See.
there's gonna be people trying to buy low. I'll probably be one of those next week in my league, but I would say hold on to him because I mean, if you're 0-2, I mean, if you lose and you got to make moves, you got to do what you got to do. But if you can, try to hold on to him. I guess is a better way to put it.
I mean, even if you're 0-2, don't panic at 0-2. You can win 6 straight. You go 6-2.
Well,
that's very true.
That could happen.
You see the next one? For flex PPR, James Robinson, Malcolm Brown, Julian Edelman, or Cooper Kupp.
I'm gonna go
Sanders and Chark are his wide receivers.
I'm gonna go Cooper Kupp.
I'm gonna go Cooper Kupp also.
Yeah.
Just got paid. I know T-Rev
Full point.
was upset they didn't get one touchdown last week on the receiver side, but this is the week.
Yeah, you know me. I'm all in on Cooper Kupp, so he was my buy low candidate this week.
Buy him low while there's nobody there.
Yeah, I mean the touchdown upside with him on a week-to-week basis is, just as high as a running back, to say the least.
Yeah,
from what we've seen in his career. Target volume going forward, though, if it's another game of around 5 or 6 targets, I'm gonna have to differ my outlook on Cooper Kupp this year.
There we go. Next one, what we got?
You guys trusting Fant this week? We're looking for a streamer. I feel like you can't. How do you not play Noah Fant after this past week?
Can't.
You can't.
You can't.
Fade on Noah Fant.
Can't
fade on Fant.
Can't fade Fant. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's worth. I mean, especially.
I think he's worthy of a start. I mean,
Yeah.
he had a. Let me pull up his targets real quick last week.
He did his thing. He got himself a tug. He got 15 points. I don't know. I mean, Drew Lock likes him, man. Looks his way, and he's got a damn laser beam. And there's a chance that they could be playing from behind too. So.
He said,
Yeah, I mean 6 targets last week. So I mean, I know Cortland Sutton's coming back. We don't know to what extent that's going to be. And if you have a tight end that's going to see, this is what it comes down to. If you have a tight end that's going to see 5 to 6 targets, has a breakaway playability,
For sure.
And we've seen a good week 1 out of him. You know, he had a pretty decent rookie year. It's year 2 for him, so he's got to assume he's taken somewhat of a stride forward in his second year. So, I think you're rolling that tight end out this week unless you have a pretty legit option over him. But if you're just trying to pick someone up off the waiver wire, I would go Noah Fant. I wouldn't get cute.
Yo, shout out Trips is in the stream.
What up, Mike?
He said I had Cooks last season and he sucked. Now I draft another Rams wide receiver and he's sucking. Look, dude, it's 1 week.
Yeah, it's been
It's 1 week, dude.
so.
It's all right.
It's over. Just quit.
Quit.
Come down there, Tiger.
Drop everybody.
Seriously.
And if he's talking about Cooper Kupp sucking, they just paid him $16 million a year, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't suck if you don't go out and pay someone that much money if they're not going to be a part of the game plan and, if you suck.
He sucks.
Start 2, Jerry Jeudy, Sterling Shepard, Ayuk, Paris Campbell, PPR flex spots. I like Paris Campbell, and I like maybe Shepard. Yeah, that's what I would say.
I'd for sure dial up Paris Campbell. Ayuk's kind of tough because he's a rookie. He's been banged up, so how much has he been incorporated? How much has he really worked with the first team and Jimmy G? Judy's a little interesting. Obviously, you have Sutton there, so I'm kind of curious if that'll help him or if it'll take away some targets. I would like to think that it would help him because now you have to account for another weapon of the Broncos offense right there. And it should be Fant, Sutton, and Judy in the passing attack. Over there with Shepard, it's you got Shepard, Golden Tate, Darius Slayton, Evan Ingram, and even Saquon out of the backfield too. So I'd probably lean Judy and Campbell right there, but it would be close between Judy and Shepard for me.
I go Campbell and Shepard. I mean, I'm not fucking with that Steelers defense.
Yeah,
they look nasty.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say that I think Daniel Jones is a better quarterback than Drew Lock, and he wasn't even able to do all that much against this defense, and it is in Pittsburgh as well, so that's gonna make it even. I'm not playing that game. I mean, I know Sterling Shepard. I think I talked about his target share. I mean, last year, even with all these guys on the field, I believe he didn't see a game under 7 targets. So at least the target volume's safe in this matchup. And I mean, Matthew Stafford with the a Galladay led team, was able to put up. So he didn't end up getting in the end zone a lot, but was able to move the ball against Chicago. So I'm gonna go Shepard there.
Yep, I'm going with the same 2.
DJ Trips says Sutton or Chark.
Shark.
Sutton or Shark? Is that what this is? Hilton.
Yeah. No.
Oh, so I would go.
It's like 2 above that.
Oh, I would go DJ Shark.
Yeah, I'm going Chark on that.
I'll go
one.
DJ
Yeah.
Shark. Yeah.
We told you now.
You got Gardner.
Now go subscribe if you're not.
Gardner.
Hey, Gardner.
Hey,
Minshew.
Ball head pimp.
Lamar Jackson or Cam Newton.
Head pimps in here.
They'll had pimps in here.
I'm gonna say you're gonna go with Lamar Jackson. You don't not start Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
It's
Ever.
almost like it's almost like I would try and trade Cam Newton if he has another good week. It's hard to trade quarterbacks, but if you can.
Yeah, I mean, if you have both of them, that's a good problem to have because, like you said, you could try to trade one. But I'm starting Lamar Jackson every chance I get.
Yeah, I'm not.
Even against the Steelers defense, I'm still starting him.
Yeah, I'm still starting him as well.
Said if I have Joe Burrow as my backup, should I trade Lamar Jackson? No.
No. Did you see him throw 10 5-yard passes the other day in a row?
While Joe Burrow looks good for NFL stat, I mean,
Yeah.
it's as far as fantasy. I mean, he's going to have weeks. Yeah, he's going to have weeks where you're going to be very disappointed versus where Lamar Jackson might have 1 week where you're disappointed.
Good looks, Mike and Steve.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Steve.
Steve. Hey.
He said, "I'm giving up on Mixon. Don't give up on Mixon. Look, you have a running back.
Just
that's
view
being-
Mixon more as like an RB2. I mean, that's kind of what I was saying like the week even before this matchup is don't view him as like this where he was drafted as this high-end kind of one type. I think he's more of a low-end one, high-end two type of running back.
Listen,
But don't give up on him.
Mixon wouldn't give up on you, so don't give up on him.
That is sound advice.
And that's real life.
Two tough matchups. I mean, the front seven for the Chargers and the front seven for the Cleveland Browns are probably two of the better, defensive lines out there.
Yeah.
So just some tough matchups right there. And then obviously when you have like the rookie quarterback, I feel like you're more prone to kind of stack the box and really be like, okay, like let's have the rookie come out and beat us. We're not going to let Mixon beat us. So yeah, I think there are better days ahead for Joe Mixon.
So Blake T37 says, should I start Tom Brady or Russell Wilson or go pick up Aaron Rodgers?
Russell Wilson.
I would say
Russell Wilson.
pick up Russell Wilson, but I mean, do you guys like Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers better?
It's wild that Aaron Rodgers is a free agent.
I think I might mix and match those guys depending on matchups, but I'm pretty much starting Russell Wilson, I'd say.
Yeah.
If he's going to be
majority of
cooking
time.
like he was cooking week 1, he's probably going to be in my lineup every week.
Ooh,
So it's going to come down to am I going to start Brady or Rodgers when he's on a bye week?
Michael Chern says, love watching you guys while I take my morning dookie.
Morning
Yeah,
Dukes,
yeah,
man.
dude.
Hey, that's when you set your lineups,
Hey.
man.
What?
That's where magic's
Dookie.
made.
Dookie.
That's when that's when genius moves are made.
Hey,
Good call, Mike.
tight end slot.
Hey, Michael, you should get your bidet. We just got one.
Oh yeah, dude. Honestly, that's probably the best purchase we've gotten in so long. Like $40, dude. Buy a bidet. Anyways, tight end slot. This is from Steve Codwell. He says tight end slot Goddard or Higbee.
Goddard.
I'm going to lean Goddard.
Yeah, me too.
Goddard.
Tyler's not a Higbee fan, so.
I wanted to say Higbee, but
Oh.
But he goes, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to.
Do you think
But I'm
Minshew MVP? Question mark?
Man, you know what? He's a front runner right now.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
there's
is.
your answer.
Yep.
If it's
he's
not
not
Russell
the league
Wilson,
MVP, but he's the people's MVP.
There
Yeah.
we go. See, we hand out real life advice too, not just fantasy. That's real stuff.
no, he's Blake T37
That's
says
watertight. That's right.
he says Noah Fant, Goddard, or Jared Cook.
I'm gonna go Jared Cook in that. He offers, multi-touchdown upside, and with the lack of Michael Thomas, you saw 7 targets in last week's matchup. It could be another repeat for him. And when Jared Cook sees 7 Drew Brees targets, those aren't normal targets. Those are Drew Brees targets.
Those are special, perfectly placed.
The ball comes out with like a
targets.
fire. What was that game where it was like the
blitz.
blitz? That's what happens when Drew Brees throws it.
Then you start doing crazy shit.
Jump over the guy.
But I'm gonna take Dallas Goddard still.
I'll go Jared Cook. I think that like Anthony said, the touchdown upside is crazy good for him, especially when there's no Michael Thomas out there. So yeah, I'll go Jared Cook right there.
Yeah, he could essentially be Kamara is going to probably be the 1 or 2. But he could be the 2. He could potentially even be the 2 in this matchup. It wouldn't surprise me if he out-targeted the receivers and Traquan and Manny. Not out of the realm of possibility.
2 touchdowns, Traquan.
Cheers, Steve. Cheers.
Hey, cheers. He says, bam, Goddard in the lineup. Good
Cheers.
shit, Steven. Steve.
Listen, if you want to call him Steven, you go ahead. But I don't know Steve like that.
Get that corner in my face.
Get that corn on my face.
Ooh,
Adrian Peterson or Mark Ingram from King Freckles. That's a great YouTube name. King Freckles.
This is a tough one.
I'll go Mark.
I'm gonna go Mark Ingram.
I think this game's a little more competitive than the Ravens and Browns game in Week 1, and we saw Clyde Edwards-Helaire run all over the Texans defense. So yeah, I'll dial up Mark Ingram right here. Like I said, I think it's gonna be a little bit more competitive. Maybe he's on the field a little bit more. AP just worries me in the fact that if the Packers get up early and they take away with this game, what's his upside, and does he get game scripted out in a sense, because he's not the best receiving back out of those three with him, Swift, and carry on. But
Yeah, it comes down to goal line opportunities for me. I mean, I'm going to assume that AP would be the goal line back. The Lions just don't. They lack
talent.
It just red zone.
kidding.
No, not talent.
I'm
Just
just kidding.
in the red zone. For the last couple of years, there hasn't been a lot of touchdown upside when it comes to Lions running backs.
For sure.
And just the play calling and et cetera. I know J.K. Dobbins did score the two touchdowns last week, but I'm not going to go and say that J.K. Dobbins is going to be the goal line back going forward after 1 week. The coach said this is going to kind of be players mixing and matching, and it could have just been that happened to be where he was the two. He was in there for the two goal line touchdowns. It could be Mark Ingram this week.
I agree with everything you said. I like Mark Ingram also. Better offense, like you said.
So let's say you're in a survival league and you already picked Bills last week. Who's your pick this week?
Dude, I
What
would
survival league is
take
that?
Cardinals.
the
Sigourney Weaver.
I would take the Jets.
Jets. Not a bad call.
Yeah.
No, I like the Cardinals. They should beat the shit out of the Washington team of football.
I'm saying that because
We got Art on the couch.
I'm messing with the person. Don't take the Jets because I'm messing with the person who asked that question.
Hey,
Or do take the Jets.
what do you guys think about Alan Lazard this year?
I think he's a stand-up guy.
His sister's really good looking.
He's cool. Yeah, he does a lot for the community, and he's going to be a decent fantasy receiver. No, he'll be good. He got, 13 points last week? Right around there, 13, 14 points. I mean,
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers was balling, though. I mean, you're not going to get a 4-touchdown game, but Lazard is definitely rosterable. You can throw him in the flex during bye weeks. I mean,
Maybe. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he only targeted him 4 times. And Aaron Rodgers threw 44 times, which would have been his third highest mark based off of last year.
yeah.
So, and I do still think it's a similar offense. So I'm not going to count on him to throw the ball 44 times a
No,
week.
for sure.
So he throws it 44 times, and you see 4 targets. I'm not. I mean, maybe we see a couple weeks where we can get more data to look at. But as of right now, early season, I'm not playing with that.
Yeah, I'm not starting him, but I'll keep up. I mean, he's rosterable.
Yeah, he's a rosterable guy.
Yeah.
Both those guys, I've started them previously, and it's like they'll drop passes, and I don't know, man. But Trib says Matt Patricia is a bum. Be careful, dude, because all of our most hated comments when we
Are
talk
against
bad about the
Lions.
Lions.
Yeah,
Can't say that here. Anyways, Jets
Dude,
are.
all I know is 3 Lions get fucked up by a bear.
That's right.
He said I took
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
oh,
That's
yeah, I
right.
got 3
That's
lines over
right.
all day.
See, the Jets are going to cover.
Are you high right now?
I was saying I wouldn't be surprised if they won. The Niners across the country, with our starting receivers being Dante Pettis, who his coach doesn't even like. Doesn't even like him. He
But
just
there is a
wants-
guy named Adam Gase on the other side, so I think you're safe.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why the bet is first half under.
Hello, Steven Grimes. We got a lot of Stevens.
Yeah, what up, Steve? Big Steve.
Hello, Standard League flex spot. Keenan Allen,
shit.
Corey Davis, or
Whatever.
Adrian Peterson.
Come again?
Said is a standard flex spot. Keenan Allen, Corey Davis, or Adrian Peterson.
Oh, standard league.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Ooh, I'm
I'm
would
go
say-
Keenan Allen.
Yeah, either Keenan Allen or even Adrian Peterson. I don't know.
That's what I'm deciding between right now. I think Corey
Yeah.
Davis is probably out of that conversation right now.
Also, can you run my fantasy
daddy.
team?
I think I think I might lean AP. I feel weird saying that.
Yeah, just the touchdown upside.
Just
maybe?
the touchdown upside. I mean, Keenan Allen's never been a huge touchdown producer, even when Phillip Rivers was his quarterback, and Tyrod Taylor is not. His if he has a good game, it's 2 touchdowns. So let's put it that way. So, he's kind of on a full season per basis. He's a quarterback that throws around 20 to maybe 23 touchdowns. So you're looking at like 1.3 a game roughly. I just don't like that touchdown upside. I kind of hate Tyrod starting for fantasy receivers. To kind of or even tight end options, and even Eckler. I think I'm gonna lean AP. And in a standard league, I think he's a little safe. If it was half or PPR, I'd go Keenan Allen in a heartbeat. But in the standard, it comes down to yardage and touchdowns. So I'm gonna go AP on that.
Yo,
I'll go Keenan Allen. Like I said, I just think the Packers are ahead. Kind of game scripts, AP out. I mean, he only played 35% of the snaps or something like that. Chiefs should be out and ahead, meaning that the game script for the Chargers is going to throw more. I know it's not PPR, but more opportunities. 8 targets last week for Keenan Allen. He was on the field a ton. Should see at least another 8 targets again. Maybe he falls into the end zone this week because they're going to need some touchdowns if they want to keep up with the Chiefs.
yeah, that is true. It's one of the higher over-unders, too.
I will say the Chiefs defense though has been playing well for a long time now. It's
Like consistently.
that's something I want
like-
to track because we assume that it's because players play the Chiefs that they're going to come out and score points, but it just doesn't necessarily always happen because the Chiefs defense is they've held teams in check. I mean, look, even Deshaun Watson was trailing all last game. I mean, luckily you got a decent Will Fuller game, but he didn't do much. So it's like I don't think it's a guarantee that Tyrod comes out even in a chasing game script and is able to do much because I don't think he looks good as a quarterback.
Yeah. They're down 2 corners, though, so.
All right, let's go. Steve Codwell says Akers, trade or hold. Who would you rather have, Josh Kelly or Carlos Hyde? I'd rather have Josh Kelly.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Just because he's a rookie, you don't know what his potential is. And Akers, I would hold. He was still involved. He was still involved a lot. He still got 13 or 14 carries. That you like to see that. Blake says Mostert or Hines.
Ooh,
That's
Mostert.
Both
I'm gonna
of
go
them decent.
Mostert.
Yeah.
I would rather with most.
If it's full point PPR,
Actually,
they're both about the same. He says I have 5 owners for my fantasy team. Yeah, we got your back, dog.
Dude, hey,
He said this channel's gonna blow up with subs if y'all keep it up, dude. Appreciate
dude,
that.
your team is my team. It's
Yo.
our team, dude.
our
Love
team.
seeing that. Daniel Carlson or Young Hoku.
Bro, Young Hoku,
dude,
just so I
Young
can say
Hoku.
I'll
Young.
go
Hey,
full spirit bomb with the young Hoku.
Young Hoku.
Any chance I get to start Young Hoku, I start Young
Hey,
Hoku.
if you're in a 2-kicker league though, you start both of them. So I don't know what leagues you're in, but if it's one, Young Ho.
Maybe it's a league with all ex kickers.
I just want to keep saying Young Ho.
All right. Here's a real question here, and that's not a kicker question. Sorry, Christ. It's just, why do you have 2 kickers?
Man, I'm telling you, maybe he's in a 2-kicker league.
Or maybe he has one on the waiver
Well,
wire.
then why is he asking?
Maybe he has one on the waiver wire and he's looking about picking it up. Okay, dude. Or maybe he
All right,
upside,
you're
dude.
making point. You're
Yeah,
making
maybe
good
he
points.
held no kicker all week because he wanted to hold.
I always my kicker. I always go for the Steelers kicker. 'cause
Maybe he's in a kicker-keeper league.
I can watch my game, and every time my kicker scores, I
Yeah.
get excited.
Commander in chief over here shitting on people.
Yeah, for real.
Meth Hendrickson says full point PPR.
Meth?
Laviska.
I was like, where?
No, MEPH.
Oh,
I was like, Bombay.
Meth.
that'd be an interesting podcast.
Full point PPR. Laviska Shenault, Golden Tate, or Devontae Parker. Pick one.
Ready? Go.
Parker.
Do we say? I'll say Parker.
I just wanted you guys to say that in unison. That was fucking tight. Yeah. I
mean,
like Laviska, but I'm gonna go with Devontae Parker also. These guys convinced me.
I mean, Golden Tate coming back to the
Did
field.
you see the jersey I'm wearing? Of course, I'm saying Devontae Parker.
It's Beanshed Devontae Parker jersey.
Yeah, I mean Golden Tate just getting back onto the field. I know he has familiarity with the system, so it doesn't worry me all that much. But I'm gonna lean Parker just based off of upside.
Yep. Everything you just said.
Yeah.
What do we got? Oh, he bet the house on the Vikings +3. So if you see him homeless on the bridge walking to the Cosmo, you know it's because of Cousins. Damn. Hey, I took the over. Hopefully it works out. I mean, if
Yeah, it's
Gardner
like-
Minshew only had 1 incompletion.
I think I like it. Phillip Rivers can't throw more than 10 yards without throwing a pick.
Oh,
Christ Warrior said, "When do we see the blasting of the balls?
oh yeah. We still
Paintball gun or pellet
the
gun?"
Or the bidet.
paintball gun is ordered. It's on its way, and once it gets here, we're gonna fucking light up his
Yeah,
butt.
dude.
See, a kicker
If you guys-
franchise league. He fucking is in it. Sorry.
I think he's laughing at the comment kicker franchise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a different guy.
Damn it. There's a kicker.
But
There's
if-
a kicker keeper
It's
league
like, what if
somewhere.
you have to, like, your first pick has to be a kicker?
Dog, I'm going Young Ho.
That I would say.
John Brown or Zach Moss, half point PPR.
I'm gonna go with the
say
smoke
John
show.
Brown. Yeah.
I'll go Smokey.
I think I'm gonna lean Zach Moss right there for the touchdown upside.
Whoa.
breaking news.
I'm curious to see how these Dolphins corners, fare against, Stephon Diggs and Smokey Brown on the outside. I mean, we get Byron Jones. We made him the highest paid corner until Ramsey got paid. And, prior to that, we made Xavier Howard the highest paid corner at one point. So we've really invested a ton of our draft or our salary cap in these corners and our ability to lock them down for the opposing deep wide receivers. So, yeah, I'm a little anxious to see. Xavier Howard only played like 30% of the snaps last week. I think they kind of had a pitch count because he's coming off the knee injury. So I'm curious to see if he plays more and if they can limit the upside of those guys. And obviously Josh Allen, not the most accurate quarterback. So, yeah, and one thing I feel like you could do on the Dolphins still is run the ball. I mean, I know it's Cam Newton. He was running the ball. It's a little different. But I think maybe they run the ball a lot more. Yep. And the touchdown upside for Zach Moss.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I would still just lean John Brown. I'm not too worried about Josh Allen being shut down as a thrower as far as what I've seen from our defense after 1 week. And then it comes Josh Allen's the goal line back. It's just that just worries me every week that it's like if Zach Moss doesn't get into the end zone, you're probably going to be disappointed.
Yeah, for sure. He's more dependent on the.
But it's close. I mean, I think if you agree with what Tyler said, you go Zach Moss.
Boom.
There you go, Johnny Maz.
Got you.
We got a little bit of back and forth on the two. How about Carr? What is that? Rashanayan. I'm probably saying that wrong. With PPR flex, Scotty Miller, John Brown, or Julian Edelman.
All right, I'm gonna say Scotty doesn't know. Sorry, Euro Trip is just such a good movie. Scotty Miller again.
I'm kind of on the Scotty train this week with no Godwin.
For sure. And, I mean, just Cam, he ran the ball 15 times. He didn't pass it like that many times. So how many times would Cam Newton have to drop back to make Edelman worth playing,
Yeah, I mean, that's going to go up, I believe, this week against Seattle because Miami's offense couldn't do much. So it was just like the Patriots kind of dominated ball control.
Yeah, if it ain't
at least I feel like they did when I was watching the game. It felt like we were on defense the whole time. So
they're all on the side just gassed. Like, God, I just got off the field.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, I think that those attempts go up, though. But, I'm going to go Scotty Miller.
Yeah, I'll go Scotty Miller, too.
Scotty Miller.
Higbee or Goddard. Someone asked us earlier.
Yeah, we all went Goddard.
Damn it, we should have fucked around and been like, all right, we're going to go with Higbee.
The other guy's like, wait, what?
What?
Fuck.
No, go Goddard on that one, I think.
Yep, Goddard still. I want to see Jared Goff do better. And by do better, I mean just pass one touchdown.
That's an interesting little question. The next one. Last question from Steve. Here's a question for next year. Keeper League. Which quarterback would you want to hold? Daniel Jones, Gardner Minshew, Drew Lock, or Burrow? Drew Lock's out for me, so it's between the other three.
I'm going to go Joe Donkey. What about you?
I'm probably between Jones and Burrow. I don't know, even Minshew's kind of sexy.
Yeah, no.
Damn, you drafted all these guys. I would try. I mean, I don't know if you can, but I would try and trade one of those if you could.
He was saying he's gonna grab them off the waiver wire. Both, I think, right?
Both would be both.
The stream cut out for a second.
I'd go Burrow. I just think. I mean, we kind of saw.
Hold on, the stream's off. Nobody can hear you.
I think the sky's the limit for that kid right there.
The stream's off.
Hey, you're off.
He's working on his out.
I'm just saying.
Dude, he's just getting his warm up reps in. All right, so don't.
They cut the feed because this is what I'm talking about. They cut the feed because I was playing the highlights from last week. Fuck.
Oh, so we got kicked?
Yeah, hold on.
He said, "Motherfuckers." Just
He's like, I was waiting for my answer.
God damn it.